Hey guys, it's me, Mario, and today we're going to finish Luna, the Moon Wolf. Chapter 10, The Next Quest. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I sure am. Let me stretch real quick. And let's get this started. Let me turn down the music. It's a bit too loud. Usually is. Chapter 10, The Next Quest. The cubs crept closer, sniffing the air. "What shall we do about them?" asked Tom. He didn't like to see Luna's young abandoned, even though they had tried to attack him earlier. One of the cubs broke away from the pack and came to sniff around Elena's feet, before looking up at her with friendly eyes. Elena laughed and reached down to stroke the cub's head. He nipped playfully at her fingers before darting back to join his siblings. They chased each other joyfully and ran back into the forest, barking encouragement to each other. Barking encouragement to each other. They'll be all right," said Elena. "Let them run wild. That's what they were born to do. They're old enough to fend for themselves." "The amulet," said Tom suddenly, as he realized the cub's nest was now left unguarded. He set off at a run into the dark wood. Elena, Storm, and Silver followed. Tom felt the change in the atmosphere as soon as he entered the forest. "Look, Tom," Elena called. She put her hand to a tree trunk, but when she pulled it away, it was no longer smeared in blood. There were just a few green streaks of moss across her palm. Tom smiled and carried on striding through the undergrowth. He could hear the noises of animals moving about, but there was nothing sinister or threatening about the sound now. The wood was wild, but released from Luna's spell. It was no longer evil. Tom found the nest again easily. A dark hollow beneath the roots of a gnarled tree, where the shard of gold amulet glinted in the moonlight. A sliver of blue winked at him from the fragment's edge. Carefully he picked it up. It was heavy in his hand, and his fingertips felt the inscription on the back of the precious metal. The 3 other pieces of amulet Tom had gathered hung on a leather thong around his neck. He raised the 4th to join them. There was a gold catch that clicked into place with a satisfying sound. 4 pieces, he thought. Just 2 more to go. With each new fragment, he was bringing his father closer to life. "It's beautiful," said Elena, as she caught up with him. "Yes," said Tom softly. Storm whined, as if in agreement. Tom looked up. his father Teledon was standing before them in a vision. Teledon still looked ghostly. Tom could see the outlines of the trees through his body, but his strong bearded face shone with pride as he looked at his son. "Well done, Tom," he said in his deep voice. "I am proud to have a son who fights with such skills and courage." Tom modestly lowered his gaze to the ground. "Well, I had a lot of help," he said. Yes, Tom. Yes, Tom looked back up to see Teledon's gaze pass to Elena, and then to Storm and Silver. "My son is lucky to have such brave and loyal friends. Thanks to you all, I feel my powers returning." As he said this, it seemed to Tom that his father grew more solid than before. The trees behind him became less distinct. At the same time, he felt a change in his own body, as if energy was leaving him. By this stage in the quest, he understood that another of the magical powers he'd gained from the golden armor had leaked away. And here's Teledon becoming more solid. A fallen tree lay nearby in the forest. Tom went over to it. He bent down, placed both hands beneath it, and tried to lift. But nothing happened. He tried again, tugging with all his might, but the trunk was immovable. He straightened, breathing hard. "I've lost my strength," he said. "The magic strength the golden breastplate gave me is gone." Teledon nodded gravely. "Every gain must bring some loss," he said, "and magical powers alone do not make a hero. It is the spirit that truly counts. Think of all the things you've done without magical powers," said Elena. "Like when you leaped over the tip to so like when you leaped over the pits to so Luna could crash into it. That was a triumphant, tremendous jump, and you did it with no help. You're just as much of a hero without the golden armor. More so, because you're doing it all yourself." Elena is right, said Teledon. "You have shown true heroism on this quest, and past ones too. And you will need to be even more of a hero on your next quest." Tom squared his shoulders. "I'll be ready for it," he said. "I'll do anything to bring you back to the land of the living, Father." "And you won't be alone," said Elena. "We'll be right by your side." Silver gave a low howl of agreement. Storm stamped and tossed his mane, eager to get going. "Next you must face a very different beast," said Teledon. "Blaze, a dark and deadly dragon." "A dragon?" Tom repeated. He remembered his first ever quest when he freed Furno the fire dragon. But his father was already growing indistinct. "I wish you well," Teledon said. For a moment his outline hung in the air. Then he was gone. "I won't be sorry to leave this place," said Elena. She shuddered and turned to start walking out of the dark wood. As they emerged from the trees, they could see the dry, dusty plain of the Forbidden Land, with the mountains rearing up in the distance. Somewhere far away, thought Tom, Blaze is waiting for us. Excitement coursed through him. He was ready to face the next quest. Let's go and find this Storm and Silver, he said, setting off down the slope. There would be even more difficult quests to come, but whatever lay ahead of them, Tom knew he would do this. Tom knew he would do his best for his friends and for Eventia. And that was Chapter 10. The next quest, I believe it's called. Yeah, the next quest. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed Luna the Moonwolf. And I hope I will see you next week when I will read the prologue of Blaze, the Ice Dragon. Well, I hope you like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you guys are interested in more Beast Quest videos. And I hope I don't have to take breaks because I'm sick or whatever anytime soon. Excuse me. But yeah. See you guys in the next video.